Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a new one for you today. It's a Rossignol Arcade 94. Pretty excited about this ski from Rossignol, adding to their arcade collection, bringing the construction and overall kind of character of the 84 into a wider bodied format. So this ski does share construction with the 84, just 10 millimeters wider at all points. So this kind of brings a more powerful and kind of softer snow perspective to that Arcade 84. And while we've noted that those 88 and the 84 arcades fall a little bit more on the wide front side category, adding some width to that 84 build definitely opens up some of that all mountain capacity and softer snow application. And we did get on these on a day where there was softer snow in the bumps and actually worked really, really well in that situation because you do like having that extra width underfoot, but then because it's such a turny ski, you can really make nice, clean, mogul-oriented turns in those bumps. I think that anything that's firmer than that, you're going to run into some issues with flex and weight, but for softer snow and more variable terrain, these skis worked really well. And then on groomers, just insanely fun. They could be any type of firmness, from rock hard, firm boilerplate to really soft packed powder with 2 inches of snow on top, and these skis will light it up. They are incredibly solid and predictable throughout, no matter what type of turn you're trying to make. It seems like this is the sweet spot for the arcade construction in terms of width from what we experienced this past year. They are built with that poplar wood core. We do get metal underfoot, and then we get vibration absorption system in the tips. A little bit of an air tip here as well, just to lighten the swing weight just a little bit, and then line control technology through the middle. So pretty sturdy build. The big story, like we've talked about with arcade, is the thickness of that core profile. So these dynamite-looking purple sidewalls here tell another story as well, that they are thick and meaty and provide a lot of sturdiness and stability to the mix. They're pretty stiff skis. You know, that's kind of one thing that you got to be aware of, is that there is a very stiff flex to all of the arcades. The 94, that stiffer flex longitudinally does get a little bit more torsionally flexible because you're getting wider, so it just feels like a more supple ski, especially in softer snow. This is the 178 here, and we're on the scale at 2,128 grams. So there's some beef here for sure. When you're looking to up your level of performance and ski pretty aggressively, you will be thankful that you have that mass on your feet, because it does really help to smooth things out and deliver proper performance. That said, it's on the heavy side, so it's tough to get it as quick or as turny as some other skis. And in the mid 90s, there are a lot more skis that are more playful and more creative. Not as many that are as carvy. You kind of look to something like a Mantra M7 as a good example of a ski in the mid 90s that carves extremely well, but isn't quite as amenable off trail. I'd put this 94 kind of in that same category as a better carver than it is a free ride ski. Shape and profile wise, 94 underfoot. We do have a 17-meter turn radius in this ski, so slightly longer than we see in the Arcade 84. A little bit less camber underfoot, and just a little bit longer of a rocker profile, but still not dramatic. There's really minimal taper here. It still checks the boxes that the Arcade 84 does in terms of rocker profile and taper shape. Actually more of like an 88 looking tail, not as much splay at the very end, a little bit flatter. So that's going to hold on to the snow a little bit more and deliver just extraordinary energy out of the tail of the ski. We do have some tester feedback here. Grant Wheeler notes that this is a very planted ski that appreciates good strong turn input. Wow, it's a bit of a tank in the moguls. It performed beautifully in choppy snow and groomers. Advanced plus skiers that like to keep their feet on the ground and do nice, strong planted turns down the mountain will do so on this ski with a massive smile. Yeah, I think there's a performance kind of entry point here. You should have a decent skill level and you know, a little bit of strength in the legs too to get the most out of this Arcade 94. It's not a real easygoing ski. You do have to get it up on edge in order to find that 17-meter arc and really be able to flex through the stiffness and power through the weight of the ski to get the most performance out of it. I do think that there is a component of skier that will just enjoy that level of challenge, whether or not their skills are there yet, but there's really no limit. You know, I think that you can be an extremely aggressive expert skier and still be challenged by this Arcade 94. So yeah, we're stoked to see something like this come out of Rossignol, and really fun to have it overall. Just a beautiful ski to lay down carves on and just absolutely hang on for dear life. It's extraordinarily stable and burly and predictable. And you know, again, we haven't found the limit to this thing yet. It is an absolute blast. Make sure to check out the Arcade 94 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.